Joining us now here on the Hill, Doug Ford, back with us tonight. You might know him. He's the premier there in Ontario. He's been an outspoken critic, calling today Termination Day. Mr. Premier, thanks for being with us tonight here on the Hill. Appreciate it.
Oh, thanks so much, Blake. Always great to be with you.
Of course. So you saw the chart. The first thing that I noticed, sir, it did not have Canada. It did not have Mexico. So in a way, do you feel as if the president sort of spared you today, or no?
Well, I'm cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
I think the best thing that we could do is have 0% tariffs with ourselves and our greatest trading partner in the world, your number one customer, our number one customer. And we're just so much stronger together, Blake, when we share so many different areas, our values, integrated trade, not just the auto sector, but so many other sectors. So I think we'll have to dig deep into this and sit down with the administration and see exactly what this means.
All right, so you say you're going to sit down with them. You've been talking to Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary, yes, and those conversations, I believe, have been happening back and forth. Are you going to respond this evening, tomorrow, anytime soon? Is there going to be an immediate response?
Well, we'll have a conversation with the rest of the premiers and the Prime Minister. We'll have a better idea as we dig deeper into this. But again, I always believe in 0% tariffs. We have great trade back and forth. It's been that way for many years, and let's continue that, because I feel is if we continue tariffing each other, it's not going to be good for either country. You know, it's not going to be good for the American people. I agree with Senator Paul as well. And hopefully that won't happen.
It occurs to me, as you say, hopefully that won't happen. It occurs to me you didn't say yes, right? And it sounds like that's maybe some diplomacy that's happening here.
Well, I think the best thing to do is sit across the table from someone and have a good conversation, look at each other eye to eye, and see where we can come out, maybe in the middle, or making sure that we have zero tariffs to support American jobs and growth and reduce the uncertainty that's happening with businesses and people and the markets. That's what we need to do.
Mark Carney said the relationship between the United States and Canada is over. After you saw and heard the announcement from President Trump tonight, is that still the position, that the relationship is over, or is there some movement?
Well, I think there's always movement when you sit down and negotiate. It's no different than a big family sits around the table. They may disagree on a few items, but at the end of the day, they still come out united, and that's the way we feel with our greatest friends and allies. Make no mistake about it, Canadians love Americans. They love the U.S., and I do too. I spent 20 years of my life there.
You know, Mr. Premier, it strikes me because the last time we talked, you were talking about threatening electricity, right? And there was a very loud, a very forceful, a very a defensive position that you put up when we spoke a couple weeks ago. It's a different tone that I'm hearing from you tonight, and I wonder if that's because you think this is all just going to go by the wayside and it gets figured out. I guess what I'm getting at, sir, is it's a lot different tone from you now than a couple weeks ago. Why?
Well, fair enough, because we didn't know what was happening. We just kept hearing in the 51st state, we're going to be tariffed. And now the tone has changed on both sides. And again, that goes back to negotiating in good faith, building a relationship that I feel Secretary Lutnick and myself have. We'll continue sitting down and let's get a USCA deal or a USMCA deal and give everyone certainty. And you'll see the markets climb if that happens. You'll see greater investment, greater consumer confidence. And that's what we believe is the right thing to do.
All right, Doug Ford is the premier in Ontario, with us tonight live here on the Hill, reacting to the president's moves today. Thank you, sir. We'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for being here tonight.
Thank you so much, Blake. God bless America. God bless Canada.
Thank you for watching. And make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.